you know, break up the rhythm of just building Gundams. They come in 2 scales. We got the 1/20th scale, so your bigger ones. We have that in 2 colors. And then you have your 1/35th scale. And 1/35th, you get 2 of them in there. So they're smaller, but you get 2. So they roughly cost about the same. But, you know, build in the scale you like to build in. Then, I guess because of licensing rights, we don't get these nice little Pikachu models here. Very simple model. Probably even more simple than a petite bear guy, or just about the same. But really cute. If you guys are Pikachu fans, great one. The only stickers that come in there are for his end of his ears there. Actually, they don't have that, so you might have to paint that. Because the tail does have the brown at the end. So that's there. You can see how it looks on there. Tail moves. Looks like the head moves a little bit, or the ears move. Tail moves. I think the arms might have a little bit of movement. Yeah, they should have a bit of movement. But nice, fun little kit. Definitely for you Pokemon fans. Then we got the homegirl Yuki, or Yoki, from Gurren Lagann. This is a legacy of Revoltech. Gurren Lagann is one of those series that does not have many or much product out there for it. Strangely enough, a very beloved series, but not much product out there. I was surprised this wasn't a Figma, but Revoltech got their hands on these rights, I guess. And which you get a pretty nice interpretation of her. Big chest. Apparently that's how it was in the show, so they got that right. Got the little hair clip there. Super high stockings or socks. And it's pretty spot on. A lot of times she's bow-legged, so she can do that bow-legged pose. So good job there. Got a couple of these crane machine figures. Usually in Japan, you find these in a crane machine. So those are from the Fate series. Had a couple guys about 2 months before we made the move. Some serious car builders, and they were asking about rims. So you can trick out your model cars. So anybody who's into import cars, and you ever wanted to get into it, I mean, you can trick them out. You can paint the interiors different colors. There's a lot to do, and there are like all kinds of like interior kits too for some of these cars. So definitely some of the hottest rims you should be familiar with if you're into import cars. These are some of those very famous rims throughout the years. If you're not super comfortable with the whole painting thing, but you do want to do a car kit, I found one that's a snap fit and is already pre-painted. So it comes in a very nice, I guess it's a metallic blue. This is in 1/32nd scale. And a metallic blue. Now, if you do have the skill and you like to get into it, we have one of the legendary cars when I was coming up, the Type R. Everybody wanted one of these, but they didn't bring them to America, especially in this hatch. I had the Coupe, and it was just a regular EX, but it's a great car. Love that car. And then we got the Initial D 86 Trino. So this is the licensed Initial D stuff. Very cool. So we have those. Then if you want to have some more fun in tank building, World of War tunes. They took the famous World War II tanks and put them in like chibi cartoon style dimensions. And you will see, if you look these up on Instagram or on the internet, you will find amazing paint jobs on these things. People do lots of great weathering on these things, and they look amazing when they're done. So definitely, and then they have some cute ones. You can make these things pink if you want, paint whatever colors you want. Have fun. So just a fun build. Have some fun with your build. Maybe break up all your serious builds with some nice fun stuff. Some SD, some chibi stuff. Switch into the cars, hop in, hop out, do whatever makes you happy. And then these are from Kotobukiya, part of the Hexagear line. These are like almost G.I. Joe size if you grew up in the 80s, like the G.I. Joe size of the 80s. So really cool little models that are very militaristic. They have vehicles too that they make, but this is just one of the figures. Great builds. Check out also online if you haven't seen these before. Lots of guys building them on Instagram and stuff like that. Check out Justinia's Builds. I think has a couple builds of them, so check those out. Then another great thing about ordering from Japan is the tools. So I was able to rack a bunch of nippers. So obviously the God Hands, the legendary God Hands. We got the 5-star, the top of the line. We got the 4-star, a little less than money. Then we got Mr. Tools, which is a really good sharp one. I got all these nice sharp ones. This is Mr. Nippers. So the GX is the higher end one. This is their kind of like mid-level. And then this one looked a lot like, you know, some famous other less expensive but very good premium nippers. So I grabbed these. I've had cheaper Machina. I think it's Machina. Mine-Shima. I've had less expensive Mine-Shima nippers, and they were very good. So I'm sure their high-end premium one's going to be excellent. So we got those in the house. Those are really good. They should be really good. Haven't tried them out myself, but I'm going to assume from their lesser level ones, which I have tried out, those are going to be excellent. Then the Olfas. So probably, you know, top 3 knives out there. Hands down, one of the best cutters out there. Excellent knives. And you might be like, oh, the price is kind of expensive since you're seeing $7 for a price like this on just a knife. But you're also getting a ton of blades in there. So replacement blades and a holder. 25 replacement blades in there. Very nice. Also, this is their Pro, which is very similar to the much more expensive Tamiya Pro knife. So Tamiya's knife, I think, is around in the U.S. like $25. This is, I think, I have this retailing around like $15 to $18. Same blades. The shaft is just different, man. So great pickup. Same thing with the Scriber. Tamiya uses the Olfa blades in their Scriber. So this is basically the same thing. Olfa's so good, a big company like Tamiya buys their blades from them. So that just tells you about the quality of Olfa. Also racked up on the Gundam markers because they're a little better value from over in Japan. And of course, I had a couple of people asking me last week for golds. Got those in for you guys, so we're good on golds. This is a nice little thing I found. These are little tool sets. So it's just the box, the carrier. But, you know, if you go to your friend's house or you come to the kitchen to build, come over, build with us, and it's a nice little thing to put your tools in. Holds your files and your smaller stuff up there, and then the big stuff down here, and your glue while you're working. You don't have to worry about your glue tipping over. Very nice. And it's nice to have your files up here because those metal files will start scratching everything else up. So you want to put your files in a safe spot. So that comes in white and black, and we got it in white and red. On top of which, this nice little doohickey here, which has a little jar and this paint stand where you can, for brush painting, you can mix your paints right there and then use your sticks and paint right away. And then it has a brush holder as well. Very nice little setup, not too expensive, but oh, it's got some weight to it too. So this is going to be nice. I'd like to crack that open, but it looks like it's taped on both sides. But I'm pretty sure all that weight's coming from this glass jar where you can clean your brushes, you know, just put water in there. But it's this nice little holder so you can flick your brushes around there and clean it off really good. So great idea. All the cool stuff. Japan does it right. And then finishing it up, some nice Kotobukiya MSG parts. If you don't know about these, Koto makes parts for their line, but they will also work perfectly fine with Gundams. Only weird thing is Koto's scaling is a little different, so you kind of got to figure out what it works best for. Usually they have different handles for like a gun and these knives, so they will fit in a high grade or master grade hand. But your hobbies, make it work. So banging blade. I believe if you want to get crazy, you can get 2 of these and combine them together and make this massive blade. But this only comes with 1 of them in the box, and that makes this really nice blade. Then you got a sniper rifle, sick. Some kind of weird beam cannon, it looks like. And then those heads that came out about, I think it's about a year now almost. But, tell me that doesn't look like Starscream right there. So if you ever wanted to kind of pimp out your own Transformer, or maybe this head might be better than the Starscream head coming out on the Flames toy, this might be the way to go. Or if you want to make it a little different when you're building, you buy the Flames toy, which is a Starscream, but maybe you want to build the other jets from the Decepticons. Throw this head on there and it'll make it look just a little bit different. And then I also like this head. Pretty aggressive looking head there. Come on, zoom, zoom, zoom. There we go. So these two heads are really nice. And then this has a nice visor if you kind of like that full visor look. Then we got all these nice minus molds here. Caps, hooks, holders, spacer joints. So they love that they do all that for us already. You don't got to sit there and build all these crazy parts and scribe these parts. They already have some nice ones. You just add it in. Get it going. Keep your builds moving. And then a nice set of hands here. These are not posable. These are fixed hands, but great poses on these hands. All right, that's all I got for you guys today. I will catch you later. Come by this weekend and grab the stuff up before it flies. Peace.